Islam, Elon, I'm Ron Arrington-Bey. It is, excuse me, I apologize. It is May the 6th, 2024. It's going on 7 a.m. And I'm going to start off my read today with Mayat, the 11 laws, the 11 laws of God. I've read this, I started reading this many times, and I'm going to show you, but I have not completed and I did not master this book. So, I have like, you might, I don't know if you can see, I have already highlights of where I started reading but didn't master the book. Notes. I'm just grabbing like pages at a time, but didn't master the book. So that means I read but did not master. Once again, saying over and over, that is the truth. I didn't master the book. See how far I went. So now it looks like maybe so even a little bit more further. So nonetheless, I'm starting from the beginning. The intention is, the agenda is to master the book. So I've had the thoughts of returning to this book many times. As I was about to start the read, I was going to start off with this book, but yes, unclean spirit uses a black Negro, and some type of other unclean spirit that speaks Spanish, um, trying to grasp onto some type of pharaonic Egyptian energy. Is that they know that we have as natural divine beings, as natural divine, those that are natural, just say they natural human beings or divine human beings, or and those like myself say I am a natural celestial human being or celestial being. So it was definitely a plotted thought earlier by 9 times out of 10 a black Negro beast animal, unclean spirit in Annapolis, or that which speaks Spanish from South Central America, Mexico, some type of beast that's trying to latch on to the pharaonic energy, Egyptian energy, very unclean spirits, which it could be some other unclean spirit from India, whatever, or different parts of Africa. Unclean spirits come in many, many forms. So anyway, I'm going to get started. It's called The 11 Laws of God. The 11 laws of God are based on the Kemetic tree of life, which was referred to among several names as the Pot Neteru, or Company of the Gods. Kabbalah students and experts alike are surely wondering about my assignment of 11 spears to the tree. When the Hebraic tradition and its Greek offshoot, so-called Kabbalion, claims that there are only 10 spears of the tree. Okay, so I'm going to read that again. The 11 laws of God are based on the Kemetic tree of life, which was referred to among several names as Pot Neteru, or the Company of Gods. Kabbalah students and experts alike are surely wondering about my assignment of 11 spears to the tree. When the Hebraic tradition and its Greek offshoot, so-called Kabbalion, claims that there are only 10 spears on the tree. The problem lies in the understanding of the word that was translated as spear. For some reason, it should have been but was not clearly understood by the Hebrew Kabbalists as a place or environment within which a thing exists and or originate from. The spirits of the tree of life correspond then to the principle and forces that influence man's thinking, feelings, actions, and destiny. They are best thought of as spheres of influence. The tree of life is nothing more than a system for classifying the influences operating in the spirit of man and God and of God. These influences are experienced by all people as urges or inner drives. We are all driven, for example, by the urge to congregate and unite with others, marriage, family, nation, etc. And this is the picture of the spear. This urge originates from the first spear of influence. And also, let me say this. When I say master a book, doesn't mean that I agree with everything, because as I increase my knowledge of reading, because I've had this thought too before, and I've even had this conversation with Imani. Um, when we read books, there's many. I have these. There are many books with many explanations of life, religion, spirit, science, many books. And so some of the books may contradict others. I think it's important to always be open to hear all sides or all knowledge, and then do um or I do my own research. I should say do my own research in seeing which one really corresponds or is the truth, or different, or maybe there's truth in each one, but the complexity of truth. So this is what I have always thought. It's a plotted thought now, because here at formerly Extended Stay, now Admiral Suites, there's Black Negro lab freaks, or in Spanish speaking, that are connected to the United States military, Navy, Army, and police stalking room. They're thought demons. So they sit around and then they study the intellect, and then they replay thoughts that I've already had. That's what. So this is why possibly there's so many zombie cities appearing on this landmass, where people are just in a zone until they get a download and they function, look like they're functioning okay, and then they fall back down into a zombie again, because of these thought demons that the military that's corrupt, Navy, Army, and other branches, and the police are using, the government that's corrupt. Thought demons. We are all driven by urges. We are all driven by the urge to happiness. We don't engage in the host of life pursuits for their own sake. At the end, there has to be enjoyment and satisfaction in marriage, careers, mountain climbing, etc. The urge to happiness is closely allied with the universal drive for inner peace. No one seeks no one seeks aggravation. One moment. try not to expose you. Okay, let me finish. So it is peace that we need for healing and the optimum functioning of our faculties. This urge originates from the spirit of influence, Amen of the Kemetic tree, Ein Sof of the Hebrew tree. It is the influence in our lives that was misunderstood by the Hebrews. They thought that the Ein Sof is incomprehensible to man. This truth is, it is the root of the tree, hence of man's being. It corresponds to the original, unconditioned, and undifferentiated state of the energy and substance that is modified, conditioned to form man's vehicle, soul, mind, and body, of manifestation in the world. It remains at the core of our being, beckoning to us to return and or to manifest it in our daily life. It is the head tap, not hot. I thought it would say hotep, but it's H. According to this, it's hold on. Let me make sure if I'm looking at it. Oh, it is hotep or hetep of Kemetic spiritual teaching and the nirvana of Hinduism. It is our original peaceful state that we must reclaim and manifest in place of the pain and suffering that robust that robs us of our bid for happiness. So I'm going to continue to read. I'm probably going to read this again. This is the only difference between the Kemetic and Hebraic tree of life. Throughout the book, serious students of Kabbalah will note these. There is no intention of criticizing the Hebraic system. The difference have been pointed out to simply put the reader on notice that they are not the products of ignorance of the subject matter. The reader must set aside, if only temporarily, other teachings that he or she has received to clear the way for the understanding of the material taught in this book. A set of principles organized through the tree of life acquired properties not unlike those of polygons. Their meaning and values are derived from their interrelationship. Thus, the validity of the assignment of a principle to any sphere of the tree of life is determined by its relationship to other principles through their assignment on the tree, and does not rest, therefore, on tradition or authority. The tree speaks for itself, but I have already proven this in 1990 when I published my Metu Neter Oracle, which works by showing which sphere of influence and its condition on the tree, or which part of the spirit is controlling the event that the subject inquired from the oracle. The tree speaks for itself. Okay, so I'm going to reread this again. Tonight. Because, actually, I'm going to continue. I thought it was a little bit more in the video. I'm going to continue. But I am going to reread it again tonight. Imani and I. We cannot ignore these influences in our life, and we must give them proper expressions. As a matter of fact, everything that is wrong in the world is due to man's misunderstanding and incorrect expression of these influences. For example, the majority of people believe that the universal urge to inner peace, Spirit Zero, Amen, Nirvana, and Sat, which is behind the urge to happiness, can be satisfied through success in worldly pursuits. In the course of this book, we will see why this is wrong and impossible. Because the influences operating in man's spirit are forces that are immutable in nature, given that they are the same forces operating throughout nature. The force of gravitation, the forces in the atom of magnesium, etc. We must know the laws that govern them if we hope to gain control over them and express them correctly in our lives. In fact, we must, or we will eventually perish at our own hands. Ra Un Nefa Amen, November 2003. So that's who is. I'm assuming that is where these words come from. So, okay, because it says Ra Un Nefa Amen. That's the author, so he put his name there. Okay. So I'm going to stop there. Okay. So he's demonstrating these are his words. Okay. Okay.